an update on the Musicians Village. How's things?
It's going great. The Musicians Village, if you don't know, is a project that I started with Branford Marsalis, another New Orleanian who cares very deeply about our city of New Orleans. And basically, it's in conjunction with Habitat for Humanity. We wanted to go in and do something for our community. So we built 80 homes, and we're building a center for, oh, cool, look at that. That's like, yeah, it's showing that's Branford, and that's Ellis Marsalis. That's his father. He was my teacher.
Yeah.
And we're building a center named after Ellis called the Ellis Marsalis School for Music. And because of all of the great volunteer work that we had and generosity, we were able to house many people, many of whom were musicians that we play with kids.
That's fantastic.
It's the coolest thing.
I've been giving to Habitat for Humanity for years. It's such a wonderful organization.
It's the best. And these are homeowners. A lot of these people living there were renting, and now they own their home. They put in hours to build it. They own it. And think about what message that sends to the children who are going to be coming home to these houses saying, this is mine, this is my house. You know what I'm saying? And it's
life-changing.
It's a blessing.
Don't cry, it's happy. Don't cry. It's happy, it's happy. It's happy, it's Christmas time. Okay. Just making sure we're not losing you. So you sing with one of your itty bitties on this. Doesn't she do a duet with you?
Yeah, this was a crazy deal because my middle daughter, Kate, loves to sing. And she's loved to sing since she could talk. And she said, Dad, I want to sing on this Christmas CD with you. Oh. And I said, Kate, I would love it, but I'm going to be honest with you. I remember that picture of Ellis Marsalis? He was a very, very tough taskmaster and very strict disciplinarian. Music, for me, is something that is a result of, and I'm not judging or trying to make reference to how good or talented I am or am not, but I spent so much time in the practice room to try to develop my craft. I wanted Kate, my daughter, to know how serious that studio time is. This isn't some fly-by-night, you know, let's see how famous we can get you quick. She said, Dad, I really want to do it. I said, well, you learn the song, learn the words. I need you to be able to tell me the words without singing them and tell me a story and make me believe that I'm there. You need to know the melody inside and out. You need to know the harmony that's going on. I mean, I just drew, and I said, there's no way. I went out of town for a week. I came back. She said, Dad, sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. It's a beautiful sight. We're happy tonight, walking in the winter wonderland. I'm like, wow, really?
That's your baby.
So, yeah.
That's your baby.
She came in the studio, and she sang. And the toughest thing for me now is, and I ask her this all the time, I said, Kate, are you doing this for me, or are you doing it because you really want it? Because when I was 10 years old, that's all I wanted to do. And she said, Dad, I really want to do this. I want to learn it. I want to get to be the best that I can be at it. And she practices. Dad, how long did I practice tonight? Was it an hour? Was it an hour and a half? So,
that's wonderful.
Yeah, she's into it. Proud. I'm really proud.
That's
really
great.
proud.
And what are the other girls into? What are their?
I don't know. I don't even know their names, actually. Back to my entertainer daughter. You know, she's wonderful. She's incredible. Beautiful, radiant, talented. The other two, you know, they're there, whatever.
Do you mind? I think we have a couple audience members that wanted to ask a couple questions.
Sure, absolutely.
Who's going to go first? Hello, pretty.
Hi, I'm Abby Clark from Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Hi, Abby.
And I'm a huge fan of your acting.
Oh, thanks.
So I was wondering when your next film is coming out.
It comes out in January. It's with Renee Zellweger. Have you had Renee on this show?
No, but we write each other notes, ironically. We keep trying, and we write each other fan notes.
She is one of the,
I love her.
One of the great human beings I've ever met in my life. Truly.
I'm another huge fan of hers.
She's incredible.
Yeah.
And just like you would hope somebody of that celebrity status to be, she's that and more. You just can't believe it. And it was a great experience working with her. So it's a romantic comedy. So
I can't wait.
In January.
And she's so talented, too.
She's
wonderful
amazing.
Voice, beautiful woman, great actress. She's what my mom would call a complete package.
She is a complete package. Astounding.
Who's got our next question? Yes.
Hi, I'm Alicia from Iowa, and I have a question about being starstruck. Is there a celebrity or musician that you haven't met that you would love to meet?
The people, I mean, if I listed the people that I've met that blew my mind, you know, from Ella Fitzgerald to Frank Sinatra to Eubie Blake to, you know, it's hard to top that. The last person that I met that actually blew me away, and it wasn't because he was a star, it's because he is now, but he wasn't then, was right after Hurricane Katrina. I went to Washington and sat in Barack Obama's office. And regardless of your politics, who you voted for, one of the most extraordinary experiences I've ever had. I walked out of there, and I've met a lot of people with incredible charisma and intelligence. You know, I've been able to play for presidents and royalty. I walked out of there completely speechless. I said, this guy, and this is, you know, 2005. So it was pretty amazing. But if you mention somebody, like who is somebody that you like, and I'll tell you if I would be starstruck.
Rachel Ray.
Well, yeah, I mean, well, you know, it's...
I'll pay you $1 later. Thanks.
Yeah. Well, in this case, no. But
I am getting kicked. Straight up kicked. Who's got one more? We've got time for one more. First of all of you are so cute. It's ridiculous.
yeah, it's a great-looking
We have
crowd.
a good-looking audience.
You really do.
Hi, I'm Erin from Long Island, New York.
Hi.
Rachel and Harry, I think you're amazing. I'm
Thank
a
you.
huge fan.
Thank you.
My question is, after all these performances and appearances, do you still get stage fright or nervous?
You know, I've never gotten nervous in my life. Once I got nervous, and that's when how much time do we have?
As long as you want.
I had to sing at Frank Sinatra's birthday party. I didn't have to. They asked me to sing. And there was Jack Jones, who's a fantastic singer, who opened the show. And then Frank and Ella sang a duet, and then me.
Wow.
Very tough to follow, Frank Sinatra, Ella Fitzgerald. Especially when I saw Ella right before the show, sitting backstage, and she was kind of rocking back and forth. I said, she was 80 at the time. I said, Miss Fitzgerald, are you okay? Can I do anything for you? She said, no, I'm just so nervous. And I'm like,
wow.
You're nervous. And I couldn't function. I was mean to my wife. I hadn't met her. We hadn't married yet. And I was very rude to her all day. And she says, what is wrong with you? I said, I was just crabby. And it was because I had to sing in front of, 40 of the greatest singers in the world. And I was, 22, 23. So it was intense. So that's the only time I don't get...
Don't go back to that.
Yeah, there's too many other of the crabby part.
Yeah, don't do that. So don't get nervous ever again.
Yeah, no, I don't.
We want to keep the lady happy.
You know what? There's too much in life that you should get nervous about. Like I see y'all nodding your heads when talking about the internet. That's the kind of stuff you get nervous about. Yeah. But man, going out on stage and singing and playing, and no, I don't get nervous for that. I just bring it on. I can stay out there all day. I love that.
I could stay in the kitchen all day.
Yeah.
You do what you love. There's no need to be nervous.
That's right.
So this thing spins like a lazy Susan.
That's what I heard.
If you get on this with me,
I'll be the salt, you be the pepper, baby.
that's good because I like spicy food. If you get on this, I'll take you over to your friends, and maybe you can sing us a song.
I like that.
Isn't that cool?
That's great.
Every day he's like this. Really?
Wow, that's pretty fascinating. Hold on, 1 second.
Oh, come on.
Just one more.